Coming up now, the very latest news from Pattaya and Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. Please like and subscribe. It helps us and it helps you too. Thailand's Senate has a new leader elected yesterday during its first meeting after the recent selection. All members were sworn in and undertook to carry out their duties honourably. Manhole, a former Buriram governor, got the nod from 3/4 of the House in a secret ballot and was duly appointed as Senate President. As we received the good news from the government that plans to increase the cost of electricity from September have been aborted, so good news for drivers, and especially hauliers, as the fixed price for diesel will remain frozen at the current price through to the end of the year, capped at 33 baht a litre. That will please businesses who were looking otherwise at increased overheads, and at the same time appease the haulier groups who were planning to protest in the capital. Police reports from CCTV tell of a former school director calling on his now ex-wife and a new husband, firing at the couple and 2 others, leaving them dead before fleeing to a neighbouring province. As police tailed him, he took his own life whilst in his car with the same weapon. The grim discovery of the ex-wife and education officer, her lawyer husband, her mother and brother-in-law, led to a major police operation intended to catch the gunman who had previously demanded the return of the house, which had been their matrimonial home, and made several threats to the couple in the past. Thailand's Met officers warned of heavy monsoon storms heading for much of the nation through to the week's end. Caution is advised, especially for swimmers who should avoid the bay and for small vessels to remain in port. Overnight, a huge storm front blanketed much of the country, but was lifting by sunup. For our own region, which often doesn't see the heavy rains experienced in other areas, we're reminded that even during fair weather here, when storms affect other regions, the bay is unsafe for swimmers due to strong undercurrents. Sales of electric cars, EVs, have slumped this year by a whacking 35% year-on-year, as experts predict that the novelty value may be wearing off. Demand for petrol and diesel vehicles remained a constant, a concern for manufacturers who in many cases are converting production lines to the so-called green power. Figures announced by the EV manufacturers themselves are blamed by then partially on lending institutions introducing stricter criteria for loans. In Suratani, out in the middle of the sea near Koh Samui, Monday night saw 2 speedboats collide, leading to 1 death and 2 injuries. The after-dark crash has yet to be fully explained. No details on lighting or life jackets, but all injured were ferried to the local hospital, amid reports that one of the 2 vessels was operated by a local hospital and those on board were medical staff. Meanwhile at home, and as local media reports that Pattaya police plan to charge the BART bus driver from whose truck a Hong Kong man fell on Monday, so more questions are being raised both by pro-reporters and the general public, with an eye for detail. Of issue is a review of the CCTV tapes released yesterday that show the man falling prior to his demise and the truck continuing without slowing down. A serious review, with clips edited to slow motion, shows the man appearing to be attempting to get off the bus of his own volition while it was moving. The BART bus was completely empty of other passengers, so he was not forced to stand on the step, and as many cling to the tale that the driver sped off after the incident, the same CCTV clip shows that he simply maintained his previous existing speed, indicating that he had no idea of the tourist's fall. Media then awaits release of other CCTV by police from the location where the man boarded the bus, and perhaps from other angles showing the fall itself. The unfortunate incident has seen family planning to remove him back to his home country ahead of funeral rites and a claim for compensation. The clip clearly shows him stepping down onto the road as the vehicle was moving and at the same time holding onto the railings of the bus, losing his balance and falling. With the reminder from police that riding on the steps of a bus is illegal and can lead to fines for passengers, it's yet to be proven that the bus driver did anything wrong, as there's no indication that the tourist even rang the bell for the bus to stop. And with the Met Office promising highs today of just 30 degrees, dropping down to 26, a windy morning with thunderstorms in spots throughout the day, and the real feel of 36.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.